The simplicity of divorce is not a good reason to commit in the stock market or in a relationship. Not getting spooked out of stocks is the key to making money with them. Losing money on a stock is nothing to be ashamed about. Everyone practices it. It is dishonorable to keep on to a stock or, worse, to purchase more of it when the company's fundamentals are failing. Every stock has a corporation behind it. Learn what it is doing. Don't take on more than you can handle when it comes to stock ownership, just like when you have kids. You have the same chance of success purchasing stocks if you don't research any firms as you do when you wager blind in a poker game. By conducting a little homework, regular investors may become authorities in their respective fields and select winning stocks just as well as Wall Street pros. If you want to succeed in stocks, you must maintain your priorities. The primary narrative is still straightforward and unending. The lottery is not what stocks are. Every share has a firm associated with it. Where did the Dow close? Is a common question from those interested in how equities performed on a particular day. How many stocks increased versus decreased most interests me. These advance/decline figures depict a more accurate picture. People put their bats and skates aside and pick up amateur golf, stamp collecting, or gardening when they realize they aren't very good at baseball or hockey. However, even after realizing they are terrible at picking stocks, people are inclined to keep doing it. You must invest a significant portion of your assets in stocks if you want to have more money tomorrow than you do today. A portfolio of stocks or stock mutual funds will ultimately prove to be much more valuable than a portfolio of bonds, CDs, or money market funds, sooner or later. Stock market investing is an art, not a science. Thus those who have been taught to strictly measure everything are at a significant disadvantage. In the 4th grade, students learn all the math necessary for the stock market. If you're willing to invest in a business, you should be able to articulate why in terms that a 5th grader could grasp and rapidly enough to prevent boredom. You do not acquire your investor's edge from Wall Street professionals. It is something you currently possess. If you leverage your advantage by making investments in businesses or sectors you are already familiar with, you can outperform the experts. Put your money in the bank till you find some businesses you think are appealing if you are unable to find any. When you own shares of elite companies, time is on your side. Long-term performance will always favor an equity mutual fund or stock portfolio over a bond portfolio or money market account. A portfolio of badly chosen equities won't outperform cash stashed under the bed in the long run. Investing in businesses you don't understand is the worst thing you can do. Unfortunately, it's still very common in America to buy stocks based only on ignorance. I always give everything I have. Getting caught with your pants up is a nice sensation. Never spend money on a concept you can't draw with a crayon. Never make an investment in a concept that you can't draw with a crayon. I made fun of the usual biotech company because I detested high-tech. $100 million in capital from selling shares, 100 PhDs, 99 microscopes, and no revenues. Every morning newspaper and every nightly news broadcast include compelling arguments for selling your stocks. For those who wish to hold equities but don't have the time to conduct their own study, equity mutual funds are the ideal option. If you can only follow one piece of information, follow the income. I hold fast to the cynical belief that an investment in stocks will ultimately succeed or fail based on earnings. The stock price is merely a diversion, regardless of what it does today, tomorrow, or next week. A few large winners are all you need for a lifetime of profitable investing, and the benefits from those will outweigh the drawbacks from the stocks that don't perform well. It's easier to acknowledge you're a crack addict than it is to admit you're a short-term investor because long-term investing has become so trendy. One of the essential components of the analyst's job is visiting stores and testing products. On Wall Street, it seems there is an unspoken rule that you shouldn't invest your entire life's money in something you don't comprehend. Choose the company that produces an incomprehensible product instead of the one around the corner, which can at least be seen. One of the most crucial subjects of all, investing, is not taught in America's junior high and high schools. In the long run, your future prosperity will depend on a variety of factors, not just your current income. It all depends on how much of that money you invest and save. Competition in business is never as healthy as complete hegemony. There's a solid indicator you've grown too engrossed in your profession when you start to confuse Freddie Mac, Sallie Mae, and Fannie Mae with members of your family when you recall 2,000 stock symbols but forget the kids' birthdays. If you're fortunate enough to have received the kind of rewards in life that I have, you will eventually face the choice of either becoming a slave to your net worth by spending the rest of your life trying to increase it, or letting what you've amassed start to work for you. Understand what you own and why you own it. If you're good at this business, you'll be right 6 out of 10 times. 9 times out of 10, you're never going to be accurate. The Lynch portfolio's typical large winners often take 3 to 10 years to materialize.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you